CBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early, smash the like button as you come on in. Smash the dislike button if you come on in. We're going to talk some dogs tonight. You know how we do that. You know? Spread the word, share the video. 78 Sports TV is live. It's Thursday, so you know we got that game dog talk popping off. You know? Got my brother Ram in the building. What it do, Ram?
What up, what up, what up? You already know how we do. About to talk a bunch of shit, tell a bunch of lies and shit, man. Don't take none of this shit serious. Don't tell on the motherfucker. Always scratch last.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, man. So, you know, we should have some other guests coming in to the show a little later. We're going to be talking today. Ram, what we going to be talking about today, man?
Proper upkeep and maintenance, the medical side of the game, from a pup all the way up to an old dog, you know? Because I got, like I was saying earlier, my oldest dog, 14 years old, you know, still look brand new.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean, it's gonna be an interesting conversation. I want to hear what some of y'all thoughts and shit on that because I know a lot of these it's like a lot of different fads and different techniques that people using now and shit like that. But you know, I don't know exactly what these things is gonna do for the dog unless you got experience in using them. Like you just said, the dog can be 14. You know what I'm saying? And like most dogs, like you know, they didn't have a good life, especially American people tell you. Once they hit 14, they didn't have a good life. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking live good. You know, I ain't really seen no Bulldog get past that, really. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Bird for marketing in the super chat. Salute, homie. Much love, much appreciation. Says salute, General. Salute, Ramses, and the panel. Much love, fam.
Salute, Berto. That's the homie right there. He always showing love.
Yes, indeed. Let me scroll up to see if you got the bill so far. Love is the word. Salute, sister. How you doing? Miami Snoopy 305. What's happening? Demo 84. Salute. Much love. Gillian G. Salute. Gravy Davy. What's happening, fam? Kai the Face Stealer. What it do? Bird 702. Rebel City. What's happening? Young World. What's happening, family? Antoine Nelson. Salute. Hardy Dogs. What's happening? Goods Vision. Salute, homie. Student for Life. Dog Trainer. Much love. Nazaro Watkins. What's happening? Oh, shit. Skip on me real good. Shit. We read the super chat. Salute, Jeremo in the super chat. Appreciate the love, family. He says, what's up? Kev gonna block me on IG. Who is this? Who is this? Who are you, bro? You talking about block me on IG? I don't know who you is. Especially call me Kev. I don't know who you is, fam. Don't nobody call me Kev, bro. I don't like shit like that, fam. I don't know what the fuck that is. Some weirdo shit.
Oh, I want to get next to you. Looking ass.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, bro. Call me 78, fam. Don't nobody call me. People call me that. Like, shit, my family don't even call me that. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know what these niggas be talking about on the internet, bro. Sit here. I'm blocked you on Instagram. I don't know who you is.
Fuck around, get blocked on here, nigga. The nigga don't know you. You better be a nigga long lost cousin or something.
Yeah, that shit's weird. Salute to everybody up in here. Salute to the sister, the lovely Victoria Duval. How you doing, sister? Salute. See here. Cooking with Chef and more. Salute. How y'all doing? Yeah, cooking people in here. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go on and get down to it. We're gonna get down to it. We're gonna start cooking. We're gonna let other people come in as they come in. All right, Ram. So, man, you know, I got the young fresh pup. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout to Buck City. Good. Yes, indeed, man. Young Doc Holiday. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Buck City Kennels. Got him going. You know what I mean? 9 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think? What do you think is the best approach? You know what I'm saying? Things I need to have on deck right now.
Well, because you only got one young dog now, man, I would say get you a good round of some parvo shots, like 4 of them, because, you know, I like to give them a full, 4 shots, complete the cycle. So every 14 days, I give them another shot after the first one. So I would start with that, some real good wormer. I see he already eating like a thieving heathen. So,
Right.
The food game on point. He good in that department. just, make sure you check his pads. I'm real big on checking my dog's pads because they can't do shit if their feet hurt. So,
Right.
take them on walks, put them on the leash. You need a good lead, Get them some toys too, because you was telling me he was biting the shit out you. You don't want to start that habit up.
Right. Yeah, I
It's
got some
fun
toys.
and cute when he's little, but that motherfucker will grow up to be 60 pounds and still want to play like that. And bite your finger off playing.
Right. Right. What's up, Eli?
What's going on?
Hey.
What's going on?
What up, fam? Man?
Oh, not too much. What's going on, Cuzzo? What y'all cooking on right now?
The
Go ahead,
from a pup to an old dog. We just going over some stuff 7-8 might want to get because he just got that little fresh ass pup from the good brother.
7-8 got that. 7-8 got that new boo.
Yeah. That's what
Oh, hell yeah. I was just going over just little shit because he only got one dog. That's a puppy, so he can spoil the fuck out that motherfucker.
Hey, them to be the best ones. Them be the best ones. You can put all your attention into them. Them be the ones you can raise and make the foundation.
Right,
exactly. Right. So what you got? What would you get? Or what would you get? Say like Otto, he was just a puppy. Oh yeah, you went through that same thing. So yeah, what did you do for your dog, bro? You got recent experience in that.
For one, with Otto, I mean, he was inside, so he got all the smarts and everything. I raised him inside. Just got him stuff like little tennis balls and stuff like that, getting him used to exercising. That was the easiest thing because he was inside. So every day I can just throw a tennis ball with him and play with him, teach him little stuff that he can pick up on. And I mean, y'all saw the videos on the witch because that dog was 6 weeks old or 7 weeks old, and I already knew how to sit. That's how much time we were spending together. He already knew little commands and stuff. So by the time when we have a relationship, that's the biggest thing is building that relationship with them. You can do that when they the only one, and that's all you have. You can build a relationship with them and build that work ethic into them more than you can do when you got a yard full. When you got a yard full of puppies and you're trying to build that relationship and you're trying to develop them and let them introduce them to the different stuff. I had a video that I was going to put up a buddy 2.0. He was 3 months old and 3 or 4 months old, and I was already introducing him to the carpet mill and stuff. Everybody say, why, man, how did the dog work so hard? Why he work like that? Because he was introduced to it when he was 3 months old when he first got it. So just like 2 minutes at a time. Here you go. Introduced to him while he playing, while he running around and stuff. I just grab his lead and while I got him all excited, throw him up there and let him get used to it.
Right. Let me ask y'all, man. I got my own. Let me read the super chat. Salute to Part 4 in the super chat. Much love, man. Say salute, General and OG Ram. What it do? Salute to Jerry Moo back in the super chat. Oh, good, fam. I just don't know who you is, bro. I don't know what that was about. Man. But let me ask y'all something. How do y'all deal with a pup that's food aggressive? I mean, we talking about young pup, like my age, the age of the pup I got now. He showed me a couple of signs he's trying to be food aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So I checked him today. Basically I gave him some raw chicken drumstick, right? And he picked it up. And he tried to go off into the little corner and eat it. So I said, well, let me check him. Let me check his temperature real quick. So I grabbed the chicken. He's trying to growl, right? So I snatched it from him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I raised my voice at him, shit like that. You know what I mean? And I basically made him submit for the food. I held it in my hand and let him eat a little bit of it out of my hand. You know what I'm saying? And I kept taking it from him, giving it back, taking it from him, giving it back. But what's your strategy for dealing with a pup that's food aggressive or prevented?
Shit, I'll do exactly what you did. You ain't do nothing wrong right there, bro.
Yep.
I don't fucking just kick him and stomp him out or no crazy shit.
Yeah.
But I do the same shit his mama would do. When she eating, he run up on the food and try to get some, and she try to take it back. And he do that shit, she let him know. Fucking flare up on him. Ric Flair drip go woo on the bitch type shit.
Right.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think you did the absolute right thing. The other thing is start making him wait. Like when you sit there. Yeah, I agree 100%. I think you did the absolute right thing. The other thing is start making him wait. Like when you sit there and you break a couple pieces off. Like instead of feeding him that drumstick, get some chicken breast and just kind of throw it out there to him. After you done held that chicken, that drumstick for a while, and like you was doing, and making him eat it like that, then make him take a chicken breast from you, where he got to take it gentle from your hand,
right?
And keep doing that because what you're saying is my hand is right here, so you better be gentle. You better watch how you handle me, and that way he knows, okay, when food is around, he ain't no threat. This the hand that feeds you. It's the old adage: don't bite the hand that feeds
Right. Right.
you.
Okay.
So,
Let me read this super chat. The Bulldog Kid, the super chat salute family. He says, "What's the best way to start a foundation? Is for your yard breed tight on one family, or grab different pieces and create your own combination." What's your opinion on that, Ram?
Really, it depends what you want to do with the dogs, you know. So your first dog, if you want to go hunting with them, you know, get some dogs from motherfuckers who hunting with their dogs. But if you want to just basically start your own line from scratch, then invest in a brood dog, you know. It's not really a loaded question, but it all depends what you're trying to do, if you ask me, you know. Because brood dogs could produce hunting dogs, but if you're trying to hunt and then build your brood off of that, just be worried that your hunting dog might not produce as good as he is, you know. Some dogs don't produce up to their standards. Some be super producers, so just be mindful of that would be my best advice for that. As far as, you know, tight breeding bloodlines and all of that, I seen dogs fucking scatterbred that produce good and dogs tight bred that produce good. You know, it's really all up to the dog at that point. It just, from my experience, what you got on that, Eli? I'm grubbing too, so, you know, ain't trying
I
to be
mean,
short with dogs, but I'm hungry as a hawk.
I mean, that's the absolute truth. Honestly, like you said at the end, dogs tight bred and loose bred produce. Only the difference is who you get a dog from. Y'all gonna hear me repeat that over and over. And the individual dog. You don't matter that about you actually having a super tight dog. And at that point, when you're trying to start a foundation, first thing you need to have is a foundation for yourself, a standard for yourself. So you need to have your own experience. So if you can get around a good dog, man, and get a dog from them, you really can't say which direction you want to go until you have that individual dog that makes you say, I want to breed around this motherfucker. Because if you say it, you just doing it just to be doing it. And that's just something that's subjective. But if you're objective about creating a family and that one dog just stumbled upon you, then that dog is going to show you that I need to be bred around because it's going to be something that you want from that dog, that you see from that dog. So whatever you breed around to start your foundation, it need to be something you see, and you need to be guided from the right family where a standard consistency that came from. If you're not doing that, then you just breeding dogs. And if you just breeding dogs, all you're gonna do is breed yourself into a hole, and then you're gonna be starting all over again and looking at yourself like, damn, I just wasted all this money.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree with you. I think that it depends on what you want to do with the dogs, man, and what you're trying to do with them. You know, if you're a fan of certain bloodlines or something like that, you know, you can, spend your money wherever you want to spend it. You know what I'm saying? Buy what you want. But I think that, you know, if you're trying to start your own line, I think it's going to take years and years. You got to be dedicated to that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be dedicated to it. You can't just expect it, you know. As soon as you jump in the game, your shit just going to pop off beautifully and shit. You know, you might get lucky, but most likely it's going to take you some years to really find that combination that you like and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's working right, you know. Ernest Nichols in the super chat, salute homie, says, how to correct a mild case of carpal hypertension from a puppy. I don't even know what that is. What's that, Eli?
Hyperextension.
Carpal hyperextension. I would say
is that the hind leg where he done overextended? Did he overextend doing some play?
Yeah, I was gonna ask too, but just
the hind leg or shoulder.
What I use is like low impact workout in a swim tank. Get him a floated vest, something that, you know, keep him buoyant. Put him in the swim tank. That way he could extend whichever leg is hurting to its fullest to get that stretch out in it without putting his body weight on it.
Okay.
I am not like them or the others. Don't back down, I don't run for cover. And the crowd goes.
Yo, what's going on, y'all?
What's up, my brother Thompson Kennels in the building. In the brother.
What's going on?
Yes,
sir. What's going
What's up,
on?
Buck? What's up, Thompson?
Chilling, man. How y'all doing, man?
Salute, King. Salute, Kings.
Salute.
Hey, let me
Salute.
read this super chat, and then
What's going on,
I'm gonna
my Kings?
go to y'all about these questions. I'm gonna go to Buck and Thompson with some questions we had earlier. Mo G in the super chat salute says a good raw maintenance feed and how to prep. A good raw maintenance feed.
Go to Eli channel and watch his feed. That's the perfect shit,
It's
right?
exactly.
Watch that video.
It's an exact video on it.
Yep, perfect. Just follow that video. That's pretty close to what I feed.
Okay. All right. So we got the brother Thompson Kennels and Buck City in the building. Hey, I'm gonna start with you, Buck. What's your we talking about we started off talking about nutrition and no, did we even cover that yet, Ram?
No, we was just really talking about shit, to get for the first dog and all that good old stuff. We basically talking about the upkeep and maintenance of a dog from a pup to old age. We started at the pup side of the game, and I started with get your parvo shots, your wormer, all that good shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Get your shots.
Yeah, what you say, Thompson?
Yeah, get your shots, man. Get your your little puppy toys and stuff. Stuff for them to stimulate themselves with, entertain themselves with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. What you got in that book?
Get a good feed that is cool for your pocket, but something that the dog likes. And like if you only got one dog, you got a lot of time to monitor his stool and what I'm saying, kind of get it exactly the way you want it. You definitely want them to grow at a consistent pace, but what I'm saying, you don't want no skin irritations and stuff. A lot of times dogs can be sensitive to different foods, and you only having one, or if it's your first one, you got the luxury to have time to actually try to balance that out early.
Right. Salute to the homie Bert from marketing in that super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Because I can raise one dog through 1 year to get the desired effect I want. When I get the space, I want to raise two. What are your pros and cons of two or more? What's your take on that, Ram? Ram over there fucking up some spaghetti.
Yeah, I just maxed that shit, so I'm back now. Fucking like my best success has been like if I got an older dog already and then I get a new dog, I introduce him as a pup and it's of the opposite sex. So say if I got an older female and I just got a young male pup, I let her teach him the ropes, but you want to make sure first because, some of these motherfuckers don't give a fuck. If anything on foe, they go. So, once you get that established that your dog ain't like that, introduce them slowly, don't feed them together too soon at all, really. None of that shit, because the fight will break out like a prison riot. Just do that, man. Just keep an eye on them, Dogs are still animals and they love companionship still, being around another dog, get to run around the yard and all that good old shit. So, yeah, I would do that, just opposite sex if you're going to introduce another one. More than that, put them in kennels, bro. If you're getting game bred dogs, you can't raise these motherfuckers like, a pack of bullies. It's going to go down eventually.
Yeah, eventually it's going to be a motherfucker. Eventually it's going to be a misunderstanding.
Yeah, it's going to look like a goddamn 96 prison riot in that bitch when you get home, nigga.
Right. What's your take on that? What's your take on that, Eli?
Kind of piggybacking on what Ram said, it's a pro and a con to it. That if you have an older dog and you can be able to raise that one older dog, you can break all the bad habits. I'm one of those people that believe that dogs on the same yard develop some of the same habits. If you got a dog with bad habits, they'll pass that on to another dog. If they eat shit, chew on the fence, chew on the chain, stuff like that. If you got all those bad habits on the yard, if you can't break them, you might want to think about moving that dog somewhere else before you bring a new one, because they will pick that shit up.
Yeah.
They will pick that shit up, and you'll have a dog that you'll be looking forward to going hunting with, or going to go show, or whatever, and they'll fuck around and be, the teeth all broke out and everything, and you ain't nothing you can do with them but just look at them at home, because they get points taken off because their canines all broke, and they can't really just hunt the same because their canines broke.
Right. What you think about that, Thompson?
Yeah. Wait, what? The question was what? Having an older dog and introducing a new puppy?
Yeah. Like, what's the pros and cons of having like you got an older dog. If you buy this older dog and then you get another one, so you're gonna have two. What's the pros and cons of having two of them?
Are we talking about game bred?
Yeah.
Well, first, if you got the first dog, you need to make sure your housing situation for that first dog is correct. Like, it's very similar to what Ram said. I've seen certain situations where you can pull certain stuff off, but if you talk about game bred animals, you know what I mean? Just the possibility of that occurring, you know what I mean? Some dogs hooking up, you'd have to be a real firm handler. You need to be a real firm handler with that older dog, and that older dog needs to be, like Eli said, it needs to be disciplined. And at no point will you should ever leave those dogs unattended without you there. You know what I mean? You have to be supervising every little thing that's going on, because these dogs can do an extreme amount of damage in a little bit of time. You know what I mean? So, and especially if you introduce a younger dog, I'm kenneled down, and I'm not familiar with that. As far as having dogs in that situation where they can I'm not versed in it. But if you try to do it, I'm not saying it can't be done, and there's not people that do it successfully. But you better be on your P's and Q's. That's all I can say.
Yes, sir. What you think on that, Buck?
I think a pro would be, you possibly could be in a position of starting a family of dogs. If you had a dog, and let's say a good dog, you got another dog, you like one more step closer to creating a family of dogs. But the cons will be just depending on who's there. Like I told my partner last night, if it's just me and you at the house, if let's say he come through, we, pop something and roll up something, you know what I'm saying? We probably just gonna be chilling. But, if I call my brother and a couple of his homies and
Hello?
Yeah, you went out, Buck.
There you go. I hear you now.
Yeah, so just different personalities, and the temperature definitely changes, when you start adding pieces to the yard. So like your dog.
Yeah, Buck, you going in and out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to repeat what you're saying, bro, because you went out again, family.
Yeah, I think it's you might need to be underneath the Wi-Fi or something. I think you might be in the car or something, walking around. Let's see. Let me go to the.
He was cooking too.
Yeah, he was. I'm gonna go to the super chat and then come back to him. The Bulldog Kid in the super chat salute. He says, "How many years did it take you, brothers, to feel like you had a good grasp on producing good dogs and become established as dog men?" Okay. Think, Ram?
Yeah, man. I had to go the hard route, when I got a dog, it wasn't I ain't know about no journal or nothing. I'm 12 years old, nigga. I ain't know no dog, man. None of that. So I had to go the 10,000 hour route, bro. I had to learn this shit the hard way, which, I'm grateful for it, because I can spot a cur a mile away now, nigga.
Right.
But, it take time, bro. If you lucky enough to be around, real handlers, conditioners, breeders, and feeders, it'll take less time. But if you fucking ain't got nobody like that, man, and you just dedicated to the game and grind it out, it's gonna take a long time, bro. But it took, I'll say, about 10 years, before I was comfortable enough to say, You know, I could get my dog prepared for a show, you know, on my own, no help. I could take care of my own yard, you know, got all my medical game down, all of that shit. Like, it take a lot to be a dog man, bro. You damn near a veterinary, goddamn chef, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Master breed all in one. Like, this dog man shit, we talk it. It's easy to talk about, but motherfuckers got years in this shit. This shit is hard work, bro. No cap.
What about you, Eli?
I got pretty lucky. My first dogs that I was showing, I had a blue game dog mix, and I showed him at the confirmation shows. And as I showed him, I met other people, and then I got to other dogs. But showing him, I learned how to actually do a keep. So I was learning my keep and learning my feed at that point in time and everything. And then when I met a good dog, man, and he started passing me some knowledge, and then I got some of his dogs, and I also had a buddy. I got a dog from him. The first breeding I did was like lightning in a bottle. I got 5 W's off of it, and I got four performers off of it, and it was like everybody was like, whoa, okay. And my first keep was so flawless. Everybody was like, good God Almighty. People were trying to pay me to do keeps.
Right.
So I got lucky because I had that time to actually learn how to focus on just my dog. I wasn't worried about a family. I wasn't worried about breeds. I was just worried about going to the show, having my dog look good, and knowing what the body what was like. And I was watching him then while I was doing it. So in 5 years, I had in the first 2-3 years, I had my bullshit dogs that I was just learning my keep through and from neighborhood. And then when I got my real dogs, when I did my breeding 2 years later, it was time to go.
Okay. What's your thoughts on that, Thompson?
Well, it's been a little while, man. Like I said, I can't say a certain amount of years, but I feel like I ain't get to where I want to be yet. So, you know, I'm real humble with it. I think it's so much more that I can learn and so much more I can do. So I just keep it a process where I'm constantly taking information in. You know what I mean?
Right.
The biggest part is, like you said, you got to learn how to keep the dogs alive, be able to know how to condition your dogs and work your dogs. And like Ram said, damn near being a veterinarian. It's so much. It's almost like HVAC work. You got to be an electrician, a plumber. You got to know how to do so much because people think it's just having dogs. You got to be a carpenter. You got to know how to build stuff, put stuff together. It's a lot of work that's entailed in this. And you got to be a jack of all trades and being able to acknowledge when you're not good at something and trying to perfect that craft or whatever part. Because a lot of people do stuff in this that they excel at, but they won't put that same effort to the things that they don't excel at. You know what I mean? There's a long laundry list of stuff that I want to be able to perfect. So, like I said, I'm still in the progress. So I can't put no years on it because, like I said, you learn something new every day.
Much love. What's your take on that, Buck?
I'm kind of where Thompson's at. Just I don't really feel like I'm really there yet. I mean, of course, you know, the competitive nature, you know, you're going to try your best. And, you know, with these dogs, I like to think about them as, you know, they my friends. So I want them to go out there and look good no matter what they're doing. So if you think about it like that, like, you know, this is my friend and I had to give him the tools as far as conditioning, you know what I'm saying? Because of whatever, you know what I'm saying? So if you think about it like that and you really got love for him as a individual dog, you know, the journey, that's why the journey is good, you know, to get them young and not always, but, you know, it's still a journey. It makes you be a little bit more attached to them. So you're not going to be wanting to slack off. You know, you got 2 weeks left, 3 weeks left, you know what I'm saying? And it's almost showtime. You want him to go out there and look good. So it's kind of like this lacing up your best friend, man, you know, and pretty soon you'll get better. You know, you might not give them the sweet potatoes this time. You might not give them, you know, I used to give them the canned spinach and shit, you know, till I looked at the sodium on it, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh fuck, you know, let me grow some of these joints in the back like mom's taught me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do, you know, you start to switch things up, and you know what I'm saying, you might feel like you worked them a little bit too much, you know what I'm saying? Just, it's trial and error. I say just get out there and work the dogs, exercise them. Of course, you got to know the dogs, because you know his attitude when he's feeling real good. Like, oh, he's feeling good today, or you know, he might not be feeling so great today. You know, that's something that you got to monitor. You can't just go back there and just, you know, if he's a dog, he licks or barks. You know, that doesn't mean that he's feeling great today. So it's just a lot that you could learn with these dogs. It's a million different lessons, you know. Just, you know, only time you fail is when you quit trying. You know, that's my thing.
Yeah, what you know, hey, salute to part 4 in that super chat. Much love, bro. So I'm gonna ask y'all this. I know Eli Thompson dropped off. I'm gonna ask Eli, man, as you were talking earlier about the of how you know the pup, you know, working the pup and stuff like that, and putting them on the meal and stuff for a couple minutes at a time. So what would be a good method to that madness? Like getting them in there just a few minutes a day or something like that, or what, a couple times a week, or what would you recommend for that? You know what I'm saying? Or getting the pup used to work.
Just like three times a week, maybe 2 times a week. You ain't trying to get him just going the first time, maybe just like 2 or 3 times a week, and do it like when you get him playing, and you get him playing with a little toy, because you're gonna use that toy to encourage you.
Right.
You're gonna use that toy to encourage him. So when you get that toy and you get him going, take that toy and put him out. Get him used to a walk first. If you can get him used to a walk, you start to see him get hyped for his little walk. And then when you start playing with him with his little toy, then take him over to the meal before you get ready to take him for a walk. So once you take him over to the meal, after you done got him playing with that toy, and he start coming for that toy and playing with it, and not thinking about the meal, now what you got going on is you're like, okay, you got him in a repetition. So then when you take him off, you go take him for his walk, because that starts to develop the mindset of cool down walks, and you getting used to your own regimen too. So when you get used to a cool down walk and warm him down, when you bring him back in the house, rub him down. You know, just in case he hadn't stretched any, like they was talking about corporal hypertension earlier. If he didn't stretch any muscles or did anything, that rub down right there will start to tell you you'll feel any sore spots. If you done took him on the walk and stuff, then you'll get used to checking his pads and all of that stuff. You just developing a dog and yourself on a routine, and the dog gets used to that from a young age.
Okay. The brother, the Bulldog kid back in that super chat. Appreciate you, homie. He says, what's the best way to handle discouragement in these dogs? From a dog not turning out or just failure at a confirmation show or weight pool?
You mean like for a person or for the dog? A discouraged dog is a discouraged dog, you know? But if you get discouraged, you know, look at your dog and say, if you want him to be fucking dead game, your ass better be dead game there with him.
It's when it comes to people as individuals, it's you just got to remember that it's about the dogs. It's about having the best dogs and recognizing the best dogs, and that's all it's about. You know, it's not about the owners. It's not about puppy sales. It's not about none of that. At the end of the day, you know, it's about having a good dog. So if you, in your eyes or everybody's eyes, you know, it's clear that you didn't have the better dog, it shouldn't be people laughing at you. You know, that's how you know when you're around immature people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a laughing matter. It's, you know, we here for the betterment of the dogs, and that's it. You know, it shouldn't be like that. So you'll kind of know what circles you're in based on that. You know, if it's a bunch of people laughing at you and shit, then you're probably in the wrong circle. You know, but if it's people like, all right, fuck it, move on, and you know, then they'll congratulate you when you finally come up out the sewage. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, fuck, because they seen many failures, and then now they see you succeed, and everybody should be there to, you know, with open arms. You know what I'm saying? That's the brotherhood, man, that everybody lost. You know.
Yes, indeed.
I think
I don't know shit, bro.
Yeah, you know a lot, but I think the common fact that keep coming up is the people, man. The people choose quality people because quality dogs come from quality people, man. You know, you get some bullshit people, they might have some good dogs, but the quality of them that last, that's what it's been. You get bullshit people a lot of times, they'll be long gone in no time, or they'll have a bad reputation. Nobody really deals with them. When you get good dogs from good people, you start to see the quality of them. I mean, that question in itself, getting discouraged. When I first started weight pulling the company, I saw the bullshit people that try to make me break my dog. When you bring a dog along and you developing them, you are developing them. You bringing them up to a level. You don't go from kindergarten to high school on an average. That's some freak stuff. You don't go from playing Pee Wee League to playing in the pros. That's not how that goes. You develop. So the biggest thing is so you don't discourage yourself or that dog, and you get the best out of that dog, is remember that you develop them. Give them a little bit at a time. Don't overfeed them with information. Don't overfeed them with the level that they have to perform on. Understand that dog and give them a little bit at a time, and start them off early, like we use like 7, 8, but bring them along. If you start them early and give them a little bit at a time, you work towards that full-on development.
Yeah, you gotta take it one day at a time, man. Like I said, discouragement. I say it all the time. This game will humble you. It'll humble you dramatically in an instance. It just humbles you. So being able to deal with adversity in these dogs is the same way it is in life. Because I don't know nobody out here who got an easy life. Everything just go the way you want it to go when you snap up a finger. I came up my whole life struggling. So handling discouragement, you know, just like Ram said, that got to be part of who you is and your character as a man or a woman dealing in this. Because you put a lot of time and work into these dogs, and some things just don't pan out. And you got to be able to bounce back, go back to the drawing board. And like Eli said, you know, you learn a lot of stuff. You learn the quality of dogs you get from certain caliber of people. You know what I mean? Certain stuff that you see is not. That's why we had that conversation about family trees and stuff. Because the key is finding something that works consistently and being able to build from there. If it's not consistent, it's real hard to build. You know, building is only as strong as its foundation. So all I can say is keep your head up and tipping on what Buck said. You know, keep clown motherfuckers from around you, because people, it's easy to down somebody. You know what I mean? It's always easy to throw rocks and stuff. But like I said about that mountain analogy, man, the people you see on the way up, your ass will see crashing back down. So I just say, got to be Teflon out here in these streets when it comes to this stuff. That's my.
Hey, 7-8.
Yo.
I can answer the question on that carpal hypertension. I just looked at it and saw what it was.
Okay.
That's the old Rams. You know how they walk the duck legs, the old calcium deficiency, not enough sunlight in a pen too long, or inside too long, and they really start to go limp. The dog need calcium. The dog need calcium and sunlight. He calcium deficient, so his bones start to develop. He needs vitamin A. He needs vitamin A and vitamin D. Yes, yeah, exactly. It get like that. That's that old shit right there. The biggest thing is gonna be that if you let it get like too bad, then a lot of times it's this dog inside most of the day, and probably he's your only dog and in a crate while you're going to work, or he's in a pen outside, but he's in a real shaded area that's away from the sun. A lot of times that's some of the stuff that happens.
Yeah, we was talking about the eggshells and the raw to get that calcium from them bones and stuff. Me and Rams was chewing on the other day.
And when you brought up that sweet potato just then, but You was right, because I just did that little deal on sweet potatoes, and they high in vitamin A. So you might want to add like some sweet potatoes or some carrots, lightly
Right.
steamed, because if you just add them just raw whole, the dog's body don't digest it like that.
Right.
But if you lightly steam them, it's gonna give them that beta carotene and that vitamin A, and that vitamin A is what's gonna help the development of bones and skin like that, and the immune system.
Okay. That shit helped me out. I'm over here listening like, yeah, okay. Yeah, that shit helped me out. Shit. Like, shit, I'm at
I research your questions. If I don't know the answer right then and there, a lot of times, and I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with Buck and Ram and the rest of y'all, we forget more than a lot of people know, and it's just a little quick jogging of the memory, just because we have to ask those same questions once before. And once I ask those questions before, I can give you an answer if I go look it back up.
Right, right.
That's a healthy panel.
Yes, indeed.
Healthy panel.
Salute to Frank. What's happening, brother? In that super chat. Appreciate you. He says, salute, fellas. I'm a truck driver. I want to raise a pit bull from a puppy in my truck. Do you think it would be bad for the dog? Interesting. What you think, Keenan? Thompson Kennels?
Shit, man. Raised, like you mean just predominantly have the dog a lot of the time in the truck, or is that going to be like permanent forever? You know what I mean? That's a weird question.
Well, I'm probably going to assume he probably talking about like taking that mug out with him while he drive. Like just say like maybe. Well, I don't want to speak for you, brother Frank, but I'm sure you meant like as a truck driver being on the road with him, taking him with you and stuff. But I know you got a house somewhere. I know you ain't sleeping in the truck all year long.
Yeah, if it's a one dog situation, a lot of people forget, man. You know, some of these dogs go into actual pet situations. You know what I mean? People enjoy this breed and they just want to have one dog. You know, if that's your pet, yeah, you can. Especially if you acclimate the dog as a puppy from being in the truck and being able to ride on the road.
Yeah.
You know, when you stop and stuff, you know, you're gonna have to walk that dog out because they do get a lot of energy, and they have to burn that energy off. That's why we always talk about conditioning and these dogs have to have a certain amount of work for them to mentally be satisfied, or they start doing a lot of destructive extra shit. Some of them are just gonna be destructive regardless what you do. But no matter how hard you work them, but it's all about boundaries. And if you can purchase a dog and that's the situation, and it's a one dog situation in the truck with you and stuff, I don't see no problems with it. You just have to set real boundaries. I wouldn't do it with an older dog, like you said, a small puppy, and you can teach it, this and that. But yet again, the major thing is going to be, I know when them truck drivers pull over and stuff, they be ready to crash and get that sleep in, bro. You're going to have to walk that dog around that parking lot about 2-3 times, bro.
Yeah, you got to get some exercise. Shit. You got to be dealing with that. It's going to be some vicious potty training in your truck. Vicious. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be vicious in that truck. You driving there, you going to have to, man, it's going to be getting funky in that motherfucker. I'm telling you.
Nigga, dog shit in the car is not a good smell, my nigga.
You going to have to get some motherfucking, your truck detailed all the time and stuff like that. But once you got them trained, I mean, I'm sure it'd be a good companion for the road and stuff. But that whole process, if you're willing to go through the pain, you know what I'm saying? It's going, you know what I'm saying? Start getting the tattoo, you know what I'm saying? It look nice and shit, but shit, the motherfucker gonna hurt. Depending on where you put it on your body, you know what I'm saying? But what's up, Buck? What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's a good idea. It's bonding time for sure. Like, yeah, the other dude's dog might be running the chain all day, but like you with that dog, you riding with him, he hear you on the phone. Dogs like that shit. They know who you are by how people react to you and how they, you talk and all of that. In certain situations, they want to be around that. Like if you're a loud dude, you know what I'm saying? They want to be around you. So I think it's good. Just like Thompson said, you want to go crash and shit, you want to just let them out and piss, you got to at least let them, if you've been training them to catch the ball or, of course you don't want to lose the dog, you're on the highway on the road and shit, but just to give them a little exercise. I say, I got to think of these calcium little chewable little tablets. Well, they're like little, it's like a little Scooby snack or something, but it's probably smaller than a Scooby snack, and it's just a little pebble. But you give them, I think one a day or something like that. You know, it helps with the calcium. So if you probably just on the road real tough, and you know, sometimes, you know, like in the wintertime, you know, the sun might not be out, so he can get that good vitamin D from the sun. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you maybe got a little supplement or something, you know. And no, that'd be fine as long as they ain't in the truck in the crate. You know, they could stretch out and stuff. Just when they're young, under a year old, you know, their bones are still soft. That's why those dogs is, you know, their legs is leaning and bent up, and you know what I'm saying, looking like that, because the bones are still soft and they're not getting enough exercise. You know, they're not running around. That's why it's good to let the puppy run around with the older dog if the dog's not, you know, mauling them and shit, because, you know, he could knock them down and they could run, and, you know, that really strengthens up the puppy overall. You know what I'm saying? It really does. So no, I think it's a good thing, better thing for bonding. Like, let's say if that was a little scary ass puppy, skittish puppy, you know, after a couple of trips, you know, he might not be scary no more. You know, I'm thinking. He done had that time with you, and you know, he know you. You know, he used to you waking up to see you. You know, it's like shit. You know, you ever seen a dog wake up? He don't know where the fuck he's at. He see you, it's like, okay, my guy's here. I don't care where I'm at. So he'll get that feeling. So it could have benefits, but just we was on the subject about you know, them legs and shit getting all twisted up and rickets and, you know, all of that. So just as long as you watching out for that, you know, you should be straight.
Oh yeah, man. I tapped out on that conversation with the legs too, bro. Over supplementation will do some shit to a puppy too, man. A lot of people go overboard with shit, and they start throwing out too much shit, and it's a term called knuckling over, when them dogs' bones they grow faster than the ligaments, and when they start doing weird shit with their legs, and it could also end up turning into a major injury because their ligaments are so weak, but the bones are growing so fast. So over supplementation is just as bad as under supplementation when it comes to them dogs. So I missed that part, so I just threw that out there.
It's kind of like
Hard to know, because I straight forgot about that, because I ain't big on subs like that, but I've seen motherfuckers over supplement their dog and they shit will knuckle over, and that's way more painful for the dog.
It's like a human. Motherfucker taking the motherfucking steroids and shit, you know what I'm saying? Take the right shit, you be strong in the motherfucker in about 5 weeks. And, you know, you go from bench pressing 225 3 times to, you know what I'm saying, 400 pounds and shit like that. You throwing that shit around, you know, your muscles done got strong, but your ligaments and joints, that shit ain't had time to develop. That shit snap up your shit quick, fast, and hurt.
And the worst part about that shit is that's a horrible fucking cycle, because when they stop taking that shit immediately turn into fat. It doesn't stay muscle, so it's real.
Dwindle down to nothing. Some of them turn into fat. Some of them just dwindle down to nothing. Motherfuckers just dwindle away. But yeah, anybody else want to tackle that before we move on? Okay.
I agree with him.
Is everything, especially you just putting it all into one dog. Like shit, I can't even front. I miss just having one pup to raise. You know, them dogs is always special, man. So yeah, I say do it. Just be patient enough to not get mad when that motherfucking shit piss throw up in the whip, and you way out in the middle of nowhere and that shit smell terrible. El terrible, terrible, nigga. Once you get past that though, it'll be a beautiful thing, bro. I say do it.
Right. All right, the Bulldog Kid back in that super chat showing a lot of love today. Salute, fam. I just want to say thanks for answering all my questions. Brothers, I'm 22, started in the dogs when I was 19. This chat means the world to me. Thanks. Hey, thank you, brother, for being here. I'm glad we can help you out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure let me see what else I got here.
The only way to fight stigma and shame is to shine light on it.
Ask your healthcare provider if Biktarvy is right for you, and visit Biktarvy.com to view the important facts, including important warnings.
The summer event is all the Deadpool you've ever wanted.
Go. Oh my God.
And then some.
Sorry.
What's Van Milder doing here? I can gently tap the fourth wall, too. The proposal.
Jedi King Pudge, Salute family. He says, what's a good time to run pits on the treadmill? Hey, yeah, Eli was talking about that earlier. What age would you say, Eli, is okay to start working light work?
Introduction, I'll start introducing pups when they like 3 months old, 6 months old, somewhere in between there. Introduction as far as just a couple of minutes, like 2 minutes. I'm serious. Don't start working no puppy. Because if you start working a puppy, hurt them, you overexert them. Just 2-3 minutes, up to 5 minutes, and then bring them off. Sometimes you'll get to a point where you get a little puppy that can handle a little bit more work, and you'll know when that time comes. But don't stress no puppy out.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm on the same page with Eli with it. I do I introduce him 3 to 6. Like and like he said, introduce him. It's not no hard workout for no puppy, man. Because the worst thing that could happen is they trip, fall, get hurt, and they have a negative experience on it. And then once they have a real bad experience on the mill, it's hard to get them dogs to take to it like that again. And the mill is a very important tool in conditioning the dog. If you can't utilize that piece of equipment, you walking dogs to Canada and back to get them in fucking shape. So that's my take on that treadmill. Slow and easy wins the race. Dogs live a long time. You got a lot of time to condition the animal. Ain't no rush.
Yeah. Don't be in a rush to compete with nobody or, show people that you're working your dogs and none of that. Just take your time, man. Take your time, let the dog grow and develop. You know what I'm saying? Ashanti Mindy in the super chat, Salute family, says, or in the chat, not the super chat, but in the chat says, hey, question for the panel. Do any of you think your dog would protect you from the confrontation?
It depends on which dog it is. We talking about, some of my old dog shit. Hell yeah. Nigga. These motherfuckers will bite your ass. With some of my bully shit, fuck no. You fuck around and whoop my ass and then can leave with that motherfucker. If you gonna leave with you. It just depends on what dog. These dogs ain't bred for that though. Now my Malinois, fuck yeah, I wish a nigga would. It's gonna look like Jim Crow in this bitch.
Yeah. I had a few dogs, they'll try to get funky, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I try to put my dogs up sometimes me and somebody else it'll be an argument, but not a fight argument. Just like, just some stupid shit, motherfucker be arguing, at a barbecue or something,
like nigga, you cut horse and you got a heart.
Exactly, stuff like that. And my dog recognized the tone of my voice when my voice raised, and then they look at the other motherfucker, and then they start, getting a little frisky, like, what's happening? You finna jump this nigga? What's good? I'm like, nah, we good. Just relax. You ain't gotta do nothing. I gotta put the motherfucking dog up.
That nigga out.
Mm-hmm. Salute Lala. How you doing, Sister Lala D in the building? Thank you, sister. Appreciate that super chat. Yeah, but okay, hey, Ram, let's get to the show topic, man. Let's talk about them. What y'all recommend, man, for nutrition and stuff like that, man. We pretty much let's start from the pup and let's move through to the young adult stage, man. What type of nutrition or things should you have on hand to keep your dog?
One thing I say for you and anybody that's listening, that's where it get cold, I'm gonna shout this out to my young homie Pup. He put me up on this shit. It's called Enerjaw. It's a good source of fat. They feed the horses, but in cold places, man, that shit do wonders for your dog. I mean,
called Enerjaw.
Yeah, I seen you the link to it, bro. It's real shit. So if you at where it's cold, look into getting that and just however you feed, just you either put it on the dog food or in his water. I was putting it on the food. That's a good source of fat. I like to use when we go on the confirmation shows and shit, like I'll get them on hand and then I can work that fat off of them, get them all chiseled up. But it's a good energy source too. So I would highly recommend y'all invest into that. It's not too expensive, but it's not cheap. Say that, you know.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, I hate to say it again, repeat myself, but check out Eli Zackary video. He got all the shit in that video that I would use if I'm not already using it. He feeds exactly how I feed the food. He just used a couple different supplements. You know, some of the shit I used to use, but it's so hot out here for so long, you know, it become a hindrance to the dog. So I had to cut it out, but it's all good shit. For real. If you can, Eli, drop that link to your video in the chat, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, most definitely.
And what? And,
Yeah, because
okay,
I got to see that one.
let me ask y'all too. The Thompson, I know you got dogs and you breed dogs. So what do you do for do you keep shit like Dime on hand and multivitamins for dogs, or how do you deal with that?
I'm not a huge supplement guy. I use it when it's necessary. I don't use a lot of supplements on younger dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I like with younger dogs, I like to stick with my routine. I do raw and I do kibble. You know what I mean? And I just try to be consistent with what I got going on. As far as when they get a little bit older, like older dogs, you start using glucosamine and certain things like that to help with joints and stuff like that. But as far as supplements, I don't go too crazy with it, man. I use Dine for younger pups and stuff, because Dine it tastes good to puppies. So you know what I mean? It helps them take the stuff, don't abuse it. Like people to pour half a gallon of that shit over their feed. Like take your damn time with it. Use everything in moderation. But as far as supplementation with younger dogs, I'm not heavy on it because I like to see genetically what those dogs manifest into as they mature. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I want to see naturally what the dog looks like. Then I want to see what the dog looks like with work in it. Then I like to see what the dog looks like with work with supplementation. It's a process that I go through, so I know what I'm dealing with. But it's real easy to lose track of what something started out as. You know what I mean?
Right.
This dude going reckless with the hood.
Train going through.
Yeah, we got all them trains around here. But what you just want to go. It's a maturation process when you're going through dogs and knowing when to add something into the equation and when to remove something from the equation. But I just like the basics. Good genetically built, put together dogs with good, clean water, a solid feed program, and build from there with it.
Okay. What about you, Buck? We already pretty much talked about the puppies. What about for young adults, man, or adult dogs? What should you have on hand? You know what I'm saying? That most people might not know. You know what I'm saying, other than the obvious shit like food shit, but what type of supplementation, if any, should a person with one of these dogs have on hand? I personally think also, I think it'd be, this ain't got nothing to do with supplementation, but I think it would be wise. I think it's a necessity for every owner of American Pit Bull Terrier to have a breaking stick. It don't matter if my dogs, no, I raise them. I think you should have one. It's cheap. Just have one.
Right.
You could hang it up by the door with your keys or some shit like that.
They might just lose their cool one day.
Right. You never know, man. You don't want to be in a situation where,
it's a must. It's a must. It's not an option. It's a must. Just get that foolishness out your head. Anybody who's out there who like to just associate breaking sticks with dog fighting, you don't know anything about this breed. Things happen with these dogs, and when they bite down, they bite down. You got to get a stick to get some of these dogs off of whatever they holding. It could be another dog, it could be a kennel accident. God forbid, it could be your ass. It could be somebody, anything could happen. A breaking stick is necessary with any powerful breed of dog. Any responsible owner should have that tool. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. And the worst thing you can happen is for you to get one of these dogs and think that it's about how you raise the dog, this and that. Dog could be fine for fucking 2 years with another dog. And then one day they have a misunderstanding and he snatched that motherfucker up. Okay. And then the worst thing to hear is to hear somebody get on the phone and call me. Hey, man, come down the street, man. Man, he just snatched my wife's dog. Man, he snatched him. I can't, man. let him go, leave him alone. Like, man, what the fuck, bro? You had this dog for 2 years. You ain't got no breaking stick, bro. You could have ended this shit in 4 seconds. You know what I'm saying? But goofy stuff like that. People don't be believing it. They just think it's just, man.
But you see them YouTube videos though, bro? Like they be kicking and punching the dog and spraying water up their nose and all type of shit.
Yeah.
A damn breaking stick is 1, 2, 3. It's over.
Right.
Especially if the other dog is tethered. You know what I mean? This shit's crazy.
It is. But what would y'all say for must-haves for young adults or adult dogs?
Well, we gonna have another talk about studs, or we ain't got that far?
Oh yeah, we can talk about whatever. Let's go.
Well, studs, you can go look at California Jack got a really nice one. He had that old dog. I think it was Mason's Hammer.
Oh, okay.
Was it Mason's Hammer? Yeah,
Mason's Hammer.
Because I know that was an old dog. I know he was breeding them like past 10 years old. So my thing is, I wanted to hear it from somebody that actually got an old motherfucker on their yard. And one of the ingredients that he uses is called Damiana. And that is it's a sex drug. Well, it's not, it's all natural though. You can get it at the general supplement store, super supplements, and it boosts the dog's libido, comes in these little capsules. It's all natural. You just break the capsule, put it in their food, and it definitely can help, with the dog's interests, because sometimes, depending if you get a studs. I mean, some dogs, they just studs. They want to hit everything twice a day. And then you got some dogs that, they might just want to hit it twice, and then, they don't want to hit it no more for weeks and weeks. You know what I'm saying? So depending on that, and then that wheat germ oil is huge. I use it for females. I'm trying to get them to come in heat. It won't make them just come out of nowhere, but if it's about their time to come in, they might be dragging a little bit, or you just want to give them that just to top them off, just top their fluids off, kind of, get them good. The kibble, I think if that's what I'm a kibble guy. I do raw stuff too, but for the most part, my dogs eat kibble. You know what I'm saying? So I noticed, well, the Michael Myers dog, he was getting up there in age, and he's straining to take a shit. His thing coming out, right?
Right.
So I'm like, okay, that's what he does. But I switched the feed on him, gave him a little senior. It was like Diamond Senior, coming like a gray label. I looked at the ingredients, got a lot of oatmeal, got a lot of eggs, got a lot, different ingredients in there. And he wasn't straining as much. I was like, okay, he's an old motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe try to switch up their feed. They shouldn't be eating the high protein shit like your 17-month-old or 2.5-year-old. You know what I'm saying? It's different thing. And then you got a lot of other things. I forget the one that's that sperm up stuff Garner got. I forgot the ingredients. It's
What
like
about
Mr. Stud.
What is it? Trivia or something?
Tribulus. Yeah,
Tribulus. Yeah. That's huge right there. And you can get that. You can look it up. I think you can go get a pound bag of that shit, or you probably get that shit in bulk. And that's like the number one ingredient in that thing. And it's good for bringing the females in heat and everything, just like wheat germ oil, it's working real good with bringing the females in heat, and it's really good for the reproductive system. You know what I'm saying? So, it's important, man. You got a good stud, you want his ass to be there, and, you want to get pups when you breed shit, that could set you back. This motherfucker don't give you no puppies. You know what I'm saying? So those are little things. I also learned that, if your dog, the age don't matter. If he's a good ass stud, he's shooting semen, if he gets damaged, he gets damaged. But You know, if your dog ain't really that much of a stud, then, you know, there ain't really no supplements and stuff gonna just turn him into a Superman. You know, if he ain't already shooting out a lot of sperm, you know what I'm saying? So
I got a question for the panel.
Yeah, go ahead.
As far as using the stud dog, does everyone like space their stuff out? Because I've seen a lot of stuff with stud dogs, like giving these dogs the adequate time to recover too, man. You know what I mean? Like you know, people get a very popular dog and then it's just like, let's bust some nuts off and everything go crazy. And that shit take a lot out of them dogs, man. You know what I mean? Like, you got to reflect on them dogs like you. You know, if you eat a big ass plate of food, you ain't trying to jump in no ass. You know what I mean? You want to chill. You know, some people abuse the animals as far as trying to get what they want. Space that stuff out, and like Buck said, keep the dog healthy. Y'all want the dogs to perform and do all of these things, but a lot of people ain't keeping these dogs in tip-top shape to be doing that. So that's
a lot of times I notice like when it's time to breed, that's when motherfuckers want to go get the supplements and shit. You know what I'm saying? I notice that a lot too. You know, it's kind of like, you know, you want to get that stuff in there. Even like sperm up, it's not something you give it to them for 4 days and then let them fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's something that, you know, it's over the course of, you know, a month or something. You know what I'm saying? You gradually, you know, build them up or recover what needs to be recovered, or, you know, balance off his levels on his body.
Yeah, if he's a stud dog, he should be maintained like a stud dog, like Buck said. Stop trying to run and grab stuff when it's time to do something. If that dog is on your yard as a producing animal, he should be taken care of like a producing animal while he's there. And then you don't have a lot of those issues.
You know what I always thought of when I thought of these dogs? I thought of like the horse people, the thoroughbred. Like my dogs to me felt like they were thoroughbreds. Like this is the best of the best. They are athletes. They need to be fine-tuned. If you got if it's football, NFL, whatever, these are the best of the best. You're at the top of at the top of the food chain. You need to be maintained like it, you know. You need to be maintained like it, especially if you're running a breeding program like that. Like for me, it's different. My breeding program was just for me, and all I would do is when I bred, I would breed like every 2 years, every 3 years, and stuff like that. So dogs got old on me fast. They might have got bred once or twice, and then a lot of them honestly did not get bred multiple times or bred at all. You know, some of them would just be dogs that I had them. I had a plan to breed them, or a buddy might come over and they may want to breed to them, but everything didn't get bred. You know?
Right.
I'm in the same boat with you, Eli.
I want to answer
you start looking at papers and seeing these motherfuckers getting old real quick, man. And you ain't catch a breed. You ain't catch a breeding off of them yet. I got 4 dogs over here, 4 years old. I ain't even get a chance to breeding yet.
7, 8. One thing with your pup at the stage that you at right now, if you can get some Albon and that dine to keep there just in case you're outside and the dog happen to lick up some water and it's bird shit in the water or anything, you get your dog is around birds, coccidia, stuff like that, stuff for parvo, they are at risk of at that age of catching stuff like that, you know.
Right.
Different little stuff like that, those meds and stuff you kind of want to keep around. You want to keep you some bird biotic for doxycycline, fish mox for amoxicillin. It's stuff that people can get that you don't have to have a vet for. You know what I got. I'm not gonna
I got that fish mox at the crib already.
That stuff like that I do. I can't tell nobody else.
That Albon is vet. That Albon you got to get from the vet. In some states, you got to check that out. But if you can't get your hands on it, or you ain't dealing with the vet yet, get the Corey V. They ain't gonna like it though, bro. Exactly. They ain't gonna like it.
They're not gonna like that Corey. If you can get that dine to mix it with, like Thompson had, get you some dine to mix it with, it make it a little bit better because it make a paste out of it. But that Corey, they hate it.
Yeah, I mix the Corey. Like I get like a small water bowl, and I poke a little safety pin in the top of the cord. You know, it comes in that foil little top. I poke a little safety pin in there. That way I could just squeeze the bottle. It come out in a little small stream. And I just hit it in the fresh water. That way, you know, they won't get as much as probably they would, you know, on a regular day. Like if you just gave it to them straight. But over a course of time, you know, it helps them out. You know what I'm saying? And it actually prevents it. Of course, I don't want to get it and be like, you know, so I just use that as a preventative method, you know, just for like 5 days, mix it in with the water, boom. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, you can show that or the Albon, you know. Yeah, he fuck with me on that, man. I be getting that shit. Albon, because it's always hot out here. So Coccidia, Giardia, Parvo, all that shit is prevalent damn near year round out here, bro. I'll keep a lot of that shit just in stock. You know, like Eli was saying, like niggas forget more shit than motherfuckers know. Like I just assumed everybody got all that shit, you know, because I got it type shit.
Yeah.
Forget I got it, but hell yeah, but you can't get the Albon, get the Corvette, man. They gonna hate that shit, but like Buck said, that's actually a good idea. Using it as a preventative measure as well as giving their immune system a boost to help fight it off. If they do catch it, it won't be fucking as bad because it's hard to tell which one it is without a microscope because the symptoms appear to be the same as Parvo, Giardia, and Coccidia. The symptoms all look the same. The only difference is the shit smell different, you know?
Coccidia knock your dog off quick too, boy. That it seemed like that shit come around.
Dog off, nigga.
Yeah, it seemed like that shit be seasonal. It come through like gangbusters, man. Like, damn, bro. Like it seemed like one party pop up and everybody got it.
Exactly, bro. And that shit is fucking year round around this bitch, man. So I'll be on top of all that shit.
That dying come in handy. Them damn, you know, they start getting finicky and stuff.
Yep.
You know, I got a damn, and I had to, you know, test it in my lab. You know, I got my lab. I tested it, man. I take, you know, I had, I would say, top grade dog food. So I got some Victor. I put it in a little container. Wasn't nothing but a 12-ounce container. Filled it up maybe halfway. I hit it with the hot water. I hit it with the, you know, how the big gallon of Dine, you know, you tilt it and one little glob come out. That glob in there, and then I hit it with my wheat germ oil blend. It got a bunch of omegas 3s and 6s and, you know, all kind of folic acids, and, you know, it got a shit load of stuff in there. I let that get soggy. I add a little, they got this bounce back shit. It's like a electrolyte. It's a powder electrolyte. I add that in there and I make it into a smoothie, basically. It's got to be small enough to get in a large syringe, right? And then, because sometimes them damn dogs, they'll stop eating, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I would do. I would feed the dog with the syringe, and I would make, you know, that formula right there. And I done brought back so many dogs, you know, that probably would have died. It's ridiculous. You know, of course, you're not going to save them all, you know what I'm saying? But you're going to save half of them, you know, or more, you know, if you can get something like that and keep them eating, you know, like even if I had pups down, you know, can't even stand up, and, you know, I'm giving them that, letting them rest, giving them that, you know, keeping them hydrated, keeping fluids in them and shit. Pretty soon, them motherfuckers, you know, I hear a little bit of barking and shit, like, oh shit, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's definitely something that I kind of just naturally just thought about, but I had to actually try the shit. Because I was a type of survival of the fittest kind of guy myself, you know, just growing up. You know, you're kind of a product of the type of people you around. So it was kind of like survival of the fittest, or, you know, you make all these excuses. Oh, maybe his heart was too small. Maybe his lung was busted. Maybe, you know, why he didn't live and shit. But then it's like, okay, well, you know, let me actually try to save some of these motherfuckers. And, you know, you come up with your little remedies and methods and stuff. as you go along. But shit, you could take that right there to the bank because that's working right there.
Okay. Brother asked about the probiotics, man. How often should you use them?
Oh, yeah, I told him I use them 3 times a week, but I feed, yogurt. I feed that Greek yogurt in my shit.
Yeah, I'm with the whole Greek yogurt too.
Yeah, I'm with
Greek
Greek
yogurt.
yogurt and cottage cheese. Greek yogurt and
Yeah.
cottage cheese.
Well, yeah, I use the cottage cheese like when I'm getting ready to breed a bitch too, because that's a good source of calcium too.
But I use probiotics like Ram just said. I use that with bitches. My male dogs, I don't really give them the yogurt and stuff. If I'm a bitch that I'm planning on breeding, I start building her up prior to the breeding. You know what I mean? I make sure I start putting a little extra weight on her, and I start doing the probiotics. But I mainly use it for females.
Okay. Greek yogurt, so flavorless, huh?
Yep.
Whole Greek plain yogurt, man. That stuff is magic.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. See, I'm telling you that look, man. I open up a bag of dog food. The motherfucker gonna eat that shit. I give them chicken or something, and I don't be thinking about the motherfucker. But I'm learning some shit today. Put some Greek yogurt, all kind of shit, and hook them on up.
I heard it's a breaking discovery, breaking, fact checks. Everybody get their fact checks out. I don't know how official this is. This is something totally new. But I was told on some fuck shit that I can't have my dogs on no wood surfaces.
What the fuck?
Or no wood at all, because the urine will soak up, the feces, urine, whatever will soak up in the wood, and it causes giardia. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how official that is. This was law enforcement that told me this shit, and it was like, what the fuck are you, come on.
I'm shit out of luck.
And I'm like, so if I bleach it down, and you know me, I'm the same every day. So, I said it exactly like that.
Bro, but it's wood sealer designed to prevent
I
any
said
type
that.
of
I
liquids
said
and shit.
that.
People put it on their dicks every day. What the fuck?
I said what if it's sealing, with the sealing everything? Because sometimes I do that, I seal it up, and he said, yeah, what I'm saying? I don't know how much this dude knows, but it's definitely worth a legitimate fact check. You know what I'm saying? Just check that out. Because I love my pins.
I had them come to my spot, and they ain't say nothing. It was all about the wood deck boards. Oh, yeah, they're off the ground. How did you do
That's
that?
what I was about to say. That's back pocket shit that they using on you. That's just some back pocket shit to fuck with you that they using on you. Because like you said, it's off the ground. You bleaching and you cleaning and everything, so you good. It's just one of those things where that's like a back pocket law. It's not even a law. It's just something that they can use as an ordinance type deal that they are saying, hey, you could cause this. But I mean, I'm telling you what my regimen is. Are you telling me that my regimen doesn't prevent this? Are you telling me that I'm causing this? Or are you telling me that I could cause it?
Yeah, it's bogus all the way around, I think. I just never heard that, and it kind of goes to show that, like your area, like they outlaw those barrels in my area. Like every one of my kennels got one of them goddamn $160 fucking igloos in it. I'd rather go get the $20 barrels and pull up with 5 of them and cut them, and you know what I'm saying?
You out there with all them hippie motherfuckers, all them hippies, bro. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking hippies, you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers care more about dogs than they do about people, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't know how you do it, man. I can't fuck with them.
They jump over a homeless person to save a squirrel, boy.
Everything. Anything you do, man. Anything you do. I swear.
I'm with the one seat of plywood dog houses. You said $150.
No, that's what I told him. I was like, so if the dog house is made out of wood, like, what are you saying? What the fuck are you saying, bro? You know.
Yeah, I transferred to the barrels from the wood. I used to build all. You can look at my videos. I used to build all those wooden dog houses, but I lost a good one to chewing on wood, and I said never again. You know, that's why I went to the plastic barrels, because they can't break off a piece of that barrel big enough for them to kill it. They got to sit there and really try to work that shit to get the littlest piece off of it. You know what I mean? And most of them don't have the determination that. So you know that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, that's some baby back bullshit right there, bro.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's some dumb shit. They freestyle and shit. You know what I'm saying? Freestyle. They looking for some other shit. They just decide, well, shit. Okay, you can't find that. Let's freestyle this shit. Okay, your motherfucker, you got wood out here and shit. Can't have wood. It might start a fire if somebody smoking cigarettes. Like, what? The fuck you talking about? And if lightning strike, then everything gonna burn up. Type shit. Man. Get the fuck out.
You smoking by your dog.
Right.
Come on,
yeah,
man.
weed's legal, but you know, you can't smoke within 20 feet of your dog. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying, it's animal cruelty if you're smoking around your dog type shit.
Nah, they will. They'll do that. Like if I pull up and I'm smoking, well, you probably get DUI. But
hey, have y'all noticed remember when we were younger, when you used to see them videos of the little starving kids, feed them for 10 cents a day?
Right.
They have replaced that with the dog. You hear that music come on, and now it's no longer to feed the people. It's feed the dog, support a dog.
Right. They had shit singing in the background, cuz. They had shit singing in the background, cuz.
The same music that used to sing for the kids and shit is now for the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And it be like half of the fucking dogs, bro, like, were they really this bad off, or were they really old dogs, the dogs that had ailments and stuff that people, you know, transition over to y'all? They be making that shit look like it was just like some horrific ass, crazy ass shit. The dogs be with the tremors and the shake. Man, that dog obviously has an ill.
Mm-hmm.
And then that dog full of parvo and worms, nigga. What he's supposed to look like?
Like,
all right, that angel looking ass bitch.
All that shit is about money, man. That's like a non-profit organization, and they rely on donations. So when they do them videos, they want people to donate that money, and they ain't no different than any other kill shelter. That's all they do is collect y'all money, and they take anybody who is high notoriety who rescues a dog. They take pictures of them, and when they can't get rid of the rest of them, they just euthanize them. That's how they play ball. It's all about money. It's a legitimate hustle to that whole thing.
That old Carol Baskin, I just rescued him, but he's still in cubs.
Salute Cash G, Dead Game Boxing. I see y'all.
What's happening? Y'all in the building. Cash G, Dead Game. Salute everybody in here. Yeah, Boxing and Barbecue, I see you. Yeah, man, I think they, I don't know, man. That's why I try to stay away from hippie motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? Because them people insane. I seen a, bro, I'm going to tell you, I seen a video one time on YouTube where this dude was out there fishing. Him and his boy out there fishing. These motherfucking hippies came up to him and took his fish and threw it back into the water and said, and told him, how'd you feel if somebody put a hook into your face? Man, I said, bro, that could have been me. I'd have fucking slapped the shit out of that motherfucker.
Man, I threw that motherfucker in the water and told him, now go catch my fish. Bitch, your motherfucking mouth.
Weird
you
ass
not come out of it unless you got a fish in your mouth, motherfucker.
Yeah, motherfuckers. They kill me with that shit. They so concerned about animals and shit. Oh, how could this little motherfucker tell me? They say this on my Instagram. How can you eat all that meat? It's so disgusting to eat the flesh of an animal. And then I go to this motherfucking Instagram page. He a vegan, but he got all this fake ass meat and shit. Impossible burgers and motherfucking fake ass chicken. And you know what, motherfucker, you trying? Nigga, that's like fucking a sex doll instead of a real woman or something. Get your weird ass up out of here.
Yeah,
You want
this
motherfucker
nigga jacking off, but he got Beyonce laying next to him.
Talk
nigga.
about us
Weirdo.
fornicating, and he at the house with a dog.
Yeah, you fucking
But the shit
weirdo.
is the shit get too weird though, man. Because I mean, at what level does it stop? Does every fucking thing got feelings? You think that plant likes you ripping its leaves off and shit?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? What about the fucking plant?
Hey, Thompson,
It's a living, breathing thing.
Hey, man, the motherfucking grass.
Fact.
Yeah, that's what I say, man. Motherfucking grass probably crying and shit. Motherfucker stepping all over the grass and shit, walking through. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, get out of here. Motherfucker all
Cutting
getting
them
all
every week. Nigga coming there with the big ass saw fucking on the goddamn lawnmower, cutting them. He crying like a motherfucker.
Yeah, all that slaughtering the shit out of that grass and shit.
Yo, you can imagine if your lawn busted out crying when you pulled out the lawnmower cut.
Please, no.
Motherfucker, like, yo, so you chop that motherfucker right up. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. Picking up, eating all the goddamn strawberries, picking the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying? Leave them motherfucking strawberries alone. They ain't hurting nobody.
That shit took 2 months to get that big. Nigga, you go snatch them off.
He didn't even have a chance to reach his adulthood. You motherfuckers already snatched them up. You know what I'm saying? Eating up all the goddamn apples. What the fuck is y'all doing out here with yourself?
Ain't nobody crazy. Nigga, hide your lettuce, hide your carrots. Look at that.
If you're gonna eat it all and shit. Like,
yeah,
what the
fuck? That's why I say, man, I don't care if what somebody do with their own personal shit. It's just when you start trying to tell other people how to live their life and how to dictate other motherfucking shit because you live in a certain type of way. It's ridiculous to me. I don't understand that. Like, it's people who discriminate against this breed of dog. Don't know shit about it. They just think that these dogs are for fighting. Anybody who got it must be a dog fighter. Yeah, as soon as they see the fucking dog, or they think the dogs attack people, they vicious. So as soon as they see it, they discriminate. They hate and they calling, they plotting and planning and doing all kind of fucked up ass shit. You know what I mean? And shit is sad, bro. It's fucking sad.
You know what we messed up?
It's that money. It's that money, cuz. When they get them dog fighting busts, that's when they get their most donations. That's what they want. They get, we saved 20 pit bulls, we saved them. And then everybody comes and donates all of that money towards them, and then they hustle off again.
And then they just turn around and put your dogs down, though. What did you save them from? Nigga, you calling hard than a bitch, nigga.
Oh, that's how my boy, well, I probably shouldn't even say this, but fuck it. I said he don't get no fuck. My partner, that's how he do with his, he got some more mutts over there and shit, right? He got some more mutts, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Labrador, boxer, mixing ass dog. And he'll get these motherfucking puppies. They be breeding. And he'll sell the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, the mutts. And he be popping them shits off on websites. He be like, hey, I got these dogs. He be catering to the tree huggers. He said, man, I got these dogs. These dogs was the guy who I got them from was fighting them. And I got all the puppies from them. And now I need to sell them to get my money back. You know, motherfucker be buying them $500 a piece for the mutts. Tree huggers, idiot. I said, that's a good hustle. Dude. Work.
Wow.
Wow. Damn.
But
plug me up with homie. Shit.
Go deeper into that rabbit hole. If you're gonna scratch the surface, go deep into that rabbit hole. Because people was telling me, even I brought up that Vic situation. The rehoming fee for them dogs was like they was selling that man shit. Like,
absolutely.
Like, let's keep it 100 now. Because this is a story that happened to a partner of mine who had a sick puppy. And it was a purebred dog, beautiful dog. And he went to the vet because the dog was sick. And I never forget when he told me this story. He said he went in there. He said, how much is it going to be? He was like $250 short on it. And they was like, oh, they knew it was it wasn't even a game bred dog. It was another breed. I forgot what the fuck he used to have. But he was a little bit short with the change. And tell me how the vet said, oh, we'll save the dog, but you have to leave it here. You have to pretty much donate us the fucking dog. And I was like, damn. I said, so they said they was going to save your shit. But you had to give them the dog. Like they put you in a moral dilemma and you trying to save your animal?
I've heard that shit before. Vets do that shit all the time. They do that where they won't save your dog for you and bill you but they will save your dog and they'll sell your dog. They'll yeah. I've seen that. I've seen that, and it's fucked up. Cause that's how I ended up getting with a vet that used to build. It was a woman vet that she was real good, and like all the dog people around here knew her. And it was good that we had her around, but she got to the point where so many people had fucked her around to she was just like, no, you can leave him here and you can leave him with me if you want to live. If you don't, fuck you. But there was an old man, shit, he would bill you and he'll just send his calls out and he'll let you know you may need me again. So just make sure that you take care of your bill. And shit, it was like, for years I used him. Funny looking old dude. This dude had 3 strands of hair that he used to comb over the top of his head. I swear for God, this motherfucker had 3 strands of hair on his head. He'd comb the motherfucker over the top of his head. It'd be looking like Bill Nye the Science Guy, goofy as shit. Right. But he knew his shit, and he said, and he always looked out for me.
I know my dude. He had a female dog. She had pups. You know, he ain't no by any stretch of the imagination like a dog man. But you know, he's a pet owner. He had the dog. He had a litter, and the pups did a number on the dog. You know, he was calling me every day, asking me things about it. She got sick. You know, I didn't even tell him to go to the vet. I was just like, you know, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? He finally was like, all right, fuck, I'm gonna take this dog to the vet. I was like, all right, well, call me, let me know what happens. So he go to the vet. They talking some outrageous number, right?
Right.
So he couldn't afford it. Because he couldn't afford it, they tried to charge his ass. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because he basically either left or said he was going to go somewhere else or you know what I'm saying, or whatever the fuck. Like, I can't afford what you're talking about. You talking 3,500, 4,000, 5,000, leave your credit card. It might be this, it might be that type shit. Right. You know, we don't know. It's going to be at least this. We need a credit card or something, you know, or they said he can apply for a credit line with they shit, you know, like it's
they was milking the fuck out of him.
Too much, right? You know what I'm saying? So he left.
The mafia,
and he said they sent him some damn papers like this guy abused his dog or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It's just ridiculous. It's it's almost like, you know what I mean? Yeah, everybody would say, because some people just don't have, I don't know, man. You know, you bring a dog in there, that motherfucker's in bad shape. You know, they're gonna be looking at you funny. I know that.
Absolutely.
You know
I'm trying, bro. Look, some years ago, when I had this, I was like my early 20s. I had these 2 dogs, 2 male dogs and shit. One named Deuce, one named Bubba. Now Bubba, you know, he was newer. He was new, so you know, I thought they was cool. I really didn't know no better, but he snatched up young Deuce and shit, snatched his ass up. You know what I'm saying? So I you know, had the side of his head like pumpkin head and shit, swole that boy up. So when I took Deuce to the motherfucking vet. I'm saying I think that's what you're supposed to do, right? Take Deuce to the vet. Like, hey, yeah, my other male snatched him up, grabbed him. These motherfuckers go back and huddle up and have a meeting. I said, okay, we're gonna look at him. We're gonna tell you what's gonna be. They say, I know the police show up. Like, what the fuck? They asking me all kind of questions. Like, what the fuck? Bro, I couldn't believe it. I said, never again. But I don't even know. That's a good question for y'all, because y'all, what the fuck? Like, y'all probably take care of your own dogs, but like, when y'all have kennel accidents, a dog, if a kennel accident ever happens, it's fucked up because we can't even go to the vet like a normal motherfucker.
Well, that's what I was about to lead to off of this. Is in your area, you need to find a good vet, because a lot of times, you can find most of these good old country vets and stuff like that, or if you develop a relationship with a vet from the time that dog's a puppy, when you got one dog like that, that's the best way for you to actually develop a relationship with a vet, because they've been seeing them for so long, so you've developed that relationship, and they know that you're about the health of your dog, and they don't treat you the same as if you just came in one time. So if it's anything that you need with raising a puppy, is to find a good vet that you can actually work with. And you can develop that relationship with that vet to where if you came in and something like that happened and you really needed them, and traumatic, they'd be like, oh no, it's little Pup Pup. I seen him ever since he was still 6 weeks old. You know, they had that relationship with him and they had a relationship with you.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
see, finding a seasoned vet is real. Like I tell people, it's hard to find a good vet, man. That shit is like trying to find a suit that fits you right. You know what I mean? It's hard to find them, but when you do find one, you better stick with that motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And don't go to them. We ain't talking about them Petco vets. Stay away from that bullshit. Find you, like Eli said, a real old school type of country vet that work with. If you are in a rural area and you got them guys who hunt dogs and shit like that, ask them who they go to when they gotta go to the vet. Because that's the vets that you need to deal with. Because some of these cats that just came out of school and they on their extra tree hugger shit, and like 78 said, man, some of them they haven't been around real working dogs. They don't know what a real working fucking dog is. They get around them and next thing you know, they out here asking for your driver's license and the next day the man at your house and shit. You know what I mean? It's real shit. Interview them motherfuckers and see what they are seasoned with. Ask them how long they've been doing this as a profession. And get with find a real motherfucker. Cause like some of them is real, like they on a paper chase. They looking for middle class Caucasian people who they can get $4,000 out of.
Right.
That's who they're looking for. That's their clientele. Them old rural vets, they dealing with hard working class people, like Eli said, that'll bill you. They know what time it is because if you're a dog man, you're gonna do business with me. You're gonna see me more than once. So you know what I mean? They
Right.
know I'm gonna build a rapport with this person. But stay away from them them college, fresh out of college, silly motherfuckers, man, trying to give people cases over a simple accident, man. I mean, it's an accident. Shit happens. I done latched the fucking gate on them, them green retriever kennels with the
Right.
lock on it. It's got the catch lock.
Right.
I slammed the gate. The dog run back, put both paws on the gate. The latch ain't go. Dog gate fly open, the dog cut loose, and now I got an accident. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So shit happens. It ain't like shit was like I planned for this to go down. Simple shit. Your wife could be talking to you and shit, and you don't pay attention, and the collar's too loose. The dog snatch back and head pop out. Shit pop off. It
Right.
happens. You gotta deal with real people.
Hell yeah. Yep. I think that's what you gotta do, man. I mean, I got me a vet, but back in them days, shit, I didn't know what the fuck to do. That motherfucker had pumpkin head. I'm by myself too. I'm like, man, this nigga leaking and shit. I'm gonna take him up here. I just threw him in the car, took him up there, and shit, carried him in there. And this nigga, he putting on too, acting like a straight stuff. He whining and shit. Take his ass in there. Yeah, that nigga up in there making me look like, yo, hey, bro, you know damn well me. Yeah, he was talking all that shit too. And now you got slapped. Now you up in here, acting up. So I took him up in there. Motherfucker straight played me. Called the police. Asked me a million questions. I got to tell the police the same fucking story about what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? But
bullshit. In the event, if you can't find a vet, like I was saying earlier, I learned the hard way. So by the time I found that vet, I had already knew how to do sutras. I already knew how to use a staple gun. I already knew how to set an IV. So if you can't find a vet, learn how to do that shit, man.
Yeah.
That shit is important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my homeboy.
Especially the IV.
Oh, yeah, the IV, man. You make sure it's at the dog's temperature of the dog. You don't want to give it to him too cold. You're going to go in the shock. Too hot, he going to go in the shock. You got to get that shit right. Yeah.
What's some signs of a dog overheating?
If you're coming out of the hole, motherfucker, over breathing, frothy mouth, fucking pissing out blood. It's just a whole lot of just different symptoms of just, different stages of overheating. Running hot.
And Worst thing for a dog if they overheat so bad to the point that their kidneys get real stressed out.
Yeah.
When a dog kidneys, man, it's easy that overworking part. Like if you overwork them and they get too high overworking and shit, it's easy to damage dog kidneys and they'll never be the same.
Yeah, you see a lot of old dogs that been worked hard. They be having major kidney issues, man, from being too much put on them.
Salute to the homie Jedi King Pudge in that super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Says great dog talk, brothers. I learned a lot tonight. Shit, I'm learning too. Shit, I'm sucking this shit up. That's why I like talking to other dog men and shit, man, because you know, man, it's like a, you know what I'm saying, it's a good ass conversation. You can always learn something. Everybody got different techniques. Woo woo. You know what I'm saying? Just soak up the game. What's up, Kendrick Kennels? I see you in the building. Salute, fam. Yeah.
Hey, y'all with those old dogs, have y'all ever used like Rimadyl for like arthritis and stuff and pain?
The old dogs? Where, y'all?
Yeah.
Well, no, like my old dog, even though she be outside, but like she got like my old lazy boy outside in the shade cooling, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she outside, inside dog. So yeah, she don't really, and she still get walked and all that shit, you know. I actually walk my dogs and shit. I actually enjoy doing that shit.
Yeah, because a lot of them stiffen up, and a lot of vets will give you like a dosage of Rimadyl where you know.
No, she ain't there yet, you know. She might be going a little bit deaf, maybe. You know, she getting hard of hearing, but yeah. Go up to the gate, she still bark. Got one left. God damn it.
Hey, shout out to my man Kendrick, man. Get money.
Yeah. I fucks with Kendrick, man. He got a cool ass setup too. Good bred dogs too, you know. Y'all boys doing a good thing with these animals.
Yes, you saying something, Buck?
Trying to make it
real good for the old dogs too. It kills inflammation fast. And it takes joints kind of lubed up and stuff for you too, for us too. You know what I'm saying? That's
true.
Fish oils is good, and I know they got those capsules or those little pods, but you can actually go to the nutrition store and they got it just in the bottle. You know what I'm saying? Some of the you got to keep refrigerated. Some of you could just keep in a cool area. But like you can get just a pure, just 12 ounces or whatever, just straight oil. You know what I'm saying? And get a little teaspoon. Put it in there. That shit's good, bro.
I like that salmon oil and cod oil.
Yep.
See, but I feed salmon too, like twice a month sometimes. So, my dogs get that shit in them. I don't just feed just chicken. I do change it up on them.
You know what's crazy is when you start feeding a good regimen, a good diet, and you get your oils and everything right, you can see the difference in these dogs' health and in their coat. Like this dog in my avatar. When I first got him, he was real light color, and then he just started to darken up. He was a double bred grandson of Champion Lil Buck. And when I say he just darkened up and just started to look like a completely different dog, when you take care of a dog, they should shine with health. That health, they have a glow to them.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
That coat tell a story, boy.
Mm-hmm. I had a little dusty ass little red dog one time, it was feeding them whatever fuck they was feeding them, like some I don't know, some puppy dog chow or some shit they were feeding them. And I changed his feed up in like a fucking month, man. This dude coat was shining like a motherfucking he off the showroom floor or some shit. I'm like, shit, motherfucker, a nice little coat up under here. You know what I mean? Yeah, that shit definitely means so. Feed. Sit here.
Yeah, it's like Buck dog food. Like some of them dogs, as they get older, you got to change shit up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, when you 70, 80 years old, you ain't eating fried chicken and French poutine. You know what I mean? Shit just don't pan out like that. You got to switch it up as the dog is aging, man. So you have to modify the feed to keep them healthy, because older dogs can't process shit like a young dog. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all got any other topics y'all want to tackle before we end this?
Hell no, man. Shit, I'm good, man. I smoked the
Okay.
fucking blunt. Shit, nigga.
Right.
We can keep cooking though if y'all want to, nigga. I'm still scratching shit.
Y'all can go down here and you know what I'm saying? Go down here and piss off these tree huggers and eat me some chicken and shit.
Yeah, stay sucker free and tunnel vision. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Hey,
And
the devil is busy, man. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
He a motherfucking lie. Don't forget that.
For sure, man. Hey, salute. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Super chat and everybody came through showing love.
Wait. Hold on. Before we get off. To the two motherfuckers who hit the thumbs down, your mama is the head mopper at the local Jack Shack, and your daddy eat dick meat sandwiches for a living, bitch.
Yeah, y'all smash.
Give me that like, give me that like, give me that like, give me that subscribe. You know what it is. Hey, salute Meredith Campbell with the super chat. Appreciate you, my good brother, for all the love and support. Students for Life Dog Training in the building. What up? What up? Antonio Warren in the building. Paul Harris in the building. Trackside Entertainment in the building. Inglewood Kennels in the building. John Kramer in the motherfucking building, man. Salute. Jay in the building. J83 in the building. Royal Heart in the building. Lot Boy in the building. Live Life Real in the building. Bub Johnson in the building. Salute. Big Witch in the building. CB in the building. IRK, Itchy in the building. Bank Statement in the building. You know, we got that monetization. You know what it is. Clear Creek Hog Dogs in the building. Salute. More Keith in the building. You know how we do, man. You know how we do. Now it's always good to get up here, you know, get this algorithm going on. Like I said, we've been running these subs up like crazy. You know, it's gonna be new goals, new everything going down. You know, we're not gonna settle. We're gonna keep pushing the hard line, keep trying to have the best, absolute best stock out here, you know, for the years to come. You know, I want my sons to have these animals. They're gonna have, I mean, they got these animals already, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the foundation is already laid. We just gotta fine tune a few things and you know, have something to pass on to the next generation. I think that's the only thing that I have not done yet, you know, is in my career. You know, I've done pretty much everything I've accomplished as a breeder. I've accomplished everything in other fields of these dogs, you know what I'm saying? So passing them on to the next generation, seeing them go on to the next generation is probably going to be the most important thing on my bucket list right now. I was talking to one of my partners earlier, and it's like, okay, you know, you had all these dogs, you know, that's cool. You know, 20 years from now, you know, you could tell your grandkids that you used to have these dogs, but you don't have the bloodline anymore. You know, who is actually going to be able to tell their grandkids about these wonderful dogs and actually still have the bloodline around? You know, I think that's a major flex. It's a major sign of discipline. It's a sign of you being able to hold on to something. You know how we do. Hey, now the like button's kind of hidden if you're on a phone type of deal. So click that bar at the top, you know, and then the window will pop up so you can actually like the stream, share the stream, do all of that good shit. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. We did the Voltron joint. Cause we started this. Let's be honest. We started this shit. You know, that was our thing that we was doing.
it caught fire through the whole YouTube world. You know how people communicate and how we get this information out here. It's constantly changing now. We're changing platforms, doing other things. And no, it's a beautiful thing, man. I just want to appreciate everybody. Thank everybody, rather, that pulled up. None of this content is used for illegal purposes. We understand that dog fighting activities is illegal, and we don't partake in any of those activities. Okay. You know, oh yeah. No, we're gonna get it going, man. I've been talking to the fellas. We kind of do our thing kind of off of here because it's, you know, everybody, you know, we do our thing. But we got some good stuff popping up. We're gonna let this sun kind of go down, let everybody kind of show their ass and do what they do, and then we're just gonna come back through and do what we did so great for so long. You dig? So this Buck City, and appreciate y'all for pulling up. I'm out.
Shoot shots, then we bouncing out. Ay, chop a dish or two, white chalks out. Ay, we be popping out. Ay, get your ass whacked for what you talking about. Shoot shots, then we bouncing out. Ay, chop a dish or two, white chalks out. Ay, we be popping out. Ay, get your ass whacked for what you talking about. Niggas talking like they drillin', but I know they ain't. No stripes in the damn hood, you ain't never rank. Fuck a peace treaty, I ain't never tryna moderate. I be starving for this beef shit like I ain't never ate. I know you don't want this, cause I've been navigating through these streets, don't need no compass. On some dumb shit, put a foe a bit of sun kiss. Bullets hit your back, couple inches from your bows this. Had to switch it up, you gon' need help. Had an ambulance come pick you up, you ain't seen this. Fast like Uber, how I'm pulling up, and I ain't talking. An empty tank when I come and fill you up. Shoot shots, then we bouncing out. Ay, chop a dish or two, white chalks out. Ay, we be popping out. Ay, get your ass whacked for what you talking about. Shoot shots, then we bouncing out. Ay, chop a dish or two, white chalks out. Ay, we be popping out. Ay, get your ass whacked for what you talking about.
Get your ass whacked for what you talk about. White, chalk 'em out. 4-4 Bulldog, get me barking out. Blow out your eardrum. Why you want to smoke, you real dumb. You wanna feel something, then take these shots, nigga. I'll kill some. We in the field hunting. For them ops about to drill something. I got a little something. Set my gun connect, that's real money. My nigga crash dummy. He never hesitate to blast for me. And all my hoes work, and they don't hesitate to get cash to me. That's what it's supposed to do. I run with the chosen few. Big guns when we popping out, and we gonna expose your crew. No doubt, white chalk a nigga out. Should've put run in your mouth.
Gotta get this question, just for the love of this. Derek Leonidas, he said, good evening. Are all the registries equal, or is there one which is considered the absolute best in the business? Right now, I would have to say ADBA is probably leading the thing. They got the most, they probably get the most business, but on top of that, they got all the good fun shows and different shows that's popping up that are definitely good for the community, as well as good service, different things. They're getting kind of spendy, you know what I'm saying? So that probably contributes to the fact that, they are the best in the business. They can charge the most. They can, you know what I'm saying? Their registry, nobody really rejects it. There are registries that you can't take to the ADBA. They're not accepting it all the time. It's not end all be all. You need that certified green light on some of this paperwork. So there are bona fide registries, probably a close second place. Well, not a close second place, but just say second place. And then the Worldwide Dog Registry. I think that's Garner's registry, one of those. are up there, but I just don't think they have the representation in over 40 states of different shows and different activities that being a part of the registry, automatically, involves you with. So, I appreciate you, brother, for coming through. You dig? We always gonna get some good dialogue and good talk. Appreciate all the questions. You know what I'm saying? Them questions is what keeps it going. MK Knitfit in the building. Salute. Crockett in the building. Salute all my brothers. You dig?
Look, I was raised in these streets. Look, I was raised in these streets selling cocaine. Doing my thing, nigga. You already know. Look, I'm a product of the street life. In my hood, you had to run it up to eat.
Yeah, man. UKC. I don't really know how they operate. I'm not sure if I could just come through with a UKC dog that was registered UKC all the way down. I don't know if I could just pop up with that joint in the ADBA. You feel me, though? Like, can I just really pull up with some UKC paperwork and just get my shit turned over? Maybe if everything was legit, they could verify. I don't see why not. Maybe, but for American Pit Bull Terrier, we can't just say UKC is bigger than the ADBA. Probably not for that breed. You feel me? Their databases go deep, man, go deep. And, a lot of the people that got these dogs deal with ADBA and Bonafide and the Worldwide Registry. So just something I'll probably look into to see how much weight does the UKC hold. You dig? Good question, though. Students for Life. Good question.
Yeah. Hey. I never claimed I was perfect. The lifestyle I live is unpredictable. The ones close to you be the one that snitch you. You let them close to you and they gon' steal from you. But they got their hand down and they did shit to you. How you mad at me and you owe me money, niggas? Then you try to duck me, man, who raised these niggas? Can't believe I ate off the same plate as niggas. Smiling in my face, but deep down you hate me, nigga. Man, I went against my mom when she didn't want you at my house. Yeah, your ass a place to sleep when your mom was down and out. What kind of nigga steal from his mama when she passed out? I shoulda knew you was a bitch when you cussed your mama out. Keep both eyes open when I ride. When I'm riding, lifestyle's a little wild, but that's alright. I'm living wild. Baby, I know I'm fucked up, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. Even if I'm wrong or right, you on my side? By my side. You can't handle the truth, that's why I lie. That's why I lie. If it get a little wild, it's right here on my side. It's right here. I got chronic trust issues, I can't lie. Fucked up. Baby, even if I'm wrong or right, be by my side. Ride or die. I put in work, how dare you say I don't put in no effort. Doing bad on my own, you ain't helping me do better. What you feel for me? Feelings ever pay the bills? Never. Would I be wrong or right if I tell you we shouldn't be together? Wrong or right, you get mad when you wrong, right? Last nigga that you had, did you wrong, right? I know I'm wrong, but I'm trying to make my wrongs right. Either with or without you, I'ma be alright. I've been going through some shit, but I'ma be alright. Yeah, they never ask me how I'm doing, but I'll be alright. Keep both eyes open when I ride. When I'm riding, lifestyle's a little wild, but that's alright.
Hey, they run out of the content too. So just know that, they running out of content and they gonna use our topics. They talking about, Barracuda and Mayday and all of this shit, man. Come on, bro. Look, get you a life and get you some content, man. This is Buck City.